Looked like when it came to really tightening things up out on the perimeter, especially, I think the game might have been tied at 62. That kind of started the flow. Why don't you go first, Amir, in terms of you guys and putting that run together?
I think we just like had to take a breather and think for a second. Kind of had like flashbacks back to Tuesday against Virginia Tech and similar situations where in tight situations we kind of panicked a little bit and kind of got sped up. But I think the difference in Tuesday and today, we slowed down. Saw the defense and made the right reads, and we were able to get better shots, and that's what kind of led to us going on those runs that we had in the second half late.
Tevin, 17 points for you to lead the team. How good did it feel to have a big offensive game?
It felt good, but more importantly, it felt good to get the win at home versus a good team. So it felt good for us to go out there and put some things together that we've been working on all week and just execute the game plan today. It felt good for us. So
Seems like when you guys came out of a timeout, maybe the under 12, maybe the under 8, and it might have been a tie game, but the points in the paint for the game you guys dominated, was that also an emphasis on the offensive end to attack the basket?
yeah, definitely. With the defense they kind of played, they kind of like suck in a little bit. So like the drives from the top were the most open drives we're going to get. Coach told us that like all week going into the game. So they were able to take advantage of those drives from the top and attack and get downhill and get some finishes towards the basket in the second half.
How much does it help this team that you've got 3 games now on film? Now you have a week off between games with new guys, with a bunch of young guys. At this point, is this 1 week break about at the right time for this kind of team? Why don't you go first, Amir?
I think so. Being a young team, it's a very rough week for us. A lot of the guys, with the freshmen coming in, besides only a few of us, never played 3 games in a week like that against tough opponents. And I think it was just really big for us to have this week. So now that we got 3 games under our belt, going into next week, we got a whole week until we play again on Sunday. And it gives us a chance to kind of decompress, learn from what we did this past week, and then just going forward, just learning from those mistakes and applying them to the game.
Amir, you're really fighting for the offensive rebounds there in the second half. How much did that help you kind of get your offense going?
I kind of pride myself of eating the glass. That's been a big goal of mine this year, is to continue to rebound for my team. With the presence of Eli being gone, we're not that big. So for me, I got to be that dog, that guy to get the boards for my team. And Tev also, I think he out-rebounded me. He had 9. So for Tev also to step up just like that, is really key for us. But for me personally, getting those rebounds definitely got me going because I consider myself as a dog. And that's how dogs start to get themselves going, by the gritty plays, the plays that nobody else really want to do. And that's the plays you got to make for your team in order to win.
Amir, what was the key for you down the stretch, really settling in and kind of taking control of your role toward the end of the game?
Honestly, in the first half, I was kind of getting ahead of myself, taking quick shots, not really slowing down, seeing the defense. But in the second half, once I slowed down and kind of do what I do and just play my game, that's when everything came to me a little bit easier. And once I just, like I said, slow it down, it kind of helped me and also my teammates get shot because it kind of sucked the defense in, which allowed me to pass out and kind of get them open shots as well.
Tevin, it's not like you come to a team with a bunch of guys who've been playing together a lot, and now you've got to fit in. I mean, you've got freshman guards and everything. How much of a challenge has that been for you to get into the rhythm of the offense where you're comfortable but you're also fitting in?
Definitely it's a fine line between, fitting in and wanting to like do too much. So I don't want to never do too much. So I'm definitely just trying to find that niche, find that role. And I think as every game goes on, I keep getting better and finding that role, get more comfortable out there with my teammates and the younger guards. I think those guys are actually doing a pretty good job, considering they're only freshmen. It's their 3rd college game. So they got a long ways to go, and I think they're pretty good so far. I think they're going to just keep getting better. And it's guys like me and Amir's job to kind of get those guys going and help those guys grow and mature to the players that we know they can be.
Any more questions?